everybody. I hope this finds you well. I am live today. I am today talking about why you have enough to get started today. So if you're joining me live, say hi. If you're watching this on replay, say hi as well. I come back and greet you properly. And I had a conversation a few days ago about how you know if you are ready to get started with your business, with your online business. And the truth is that it doesn't take much for you to get started with your online business. I started my first online business back in 2016 officially. And after these many years, I can tell you that there are three main things that you need in order for you to get started with your online business. And the good news is that you can have these three things today. You don't have to wait. You have enough of what you need to get started. The bad news is that you might overthink it and you might say that you're not ready yet. So let's go over these three things that I strongly believe that you need in order to get started with your online business today. Hey, Eileen. Thank you so much for joining live today. All right, let's go into the first thing. The first thing is that, and before I go into this thing, you don't need to wait to move abroad or even to know where you're going to move in order to get started with these things. The earlier, the sooner you get started, the better it is because it might take you time to get to the certain income level that you want. Okay. So you don't have to wait for anything or for anyone to get started. You can get started today with these three things that I'm going to tell you right now. First thing you need is you need to be clear. You need to know who you're going to help with your online business. Every business is a solution to a problem. Every business is a solution to a problem. The problem could be very urgent, it could be very important, or it could be something shallow in your eyes. It could be something like people need hugs, and so you're going to create a business about giving hugs to people. That might sound shallow, but it's somebody else, that's somebody's need. Somebody needs that. And it could be something around, I don't know, watching kids after school. That could be an urgent need for certain parents. And you can have a daycare business or maybe watching kids at, uh, at people's houses, like it could be a nanny or something like that, right? So there are different needs, but your business has to be a solution to an existing need. You're not going to create a business if there's no need. Like, why would people buy or pay you for something if they don't need it, right? So there has to be an existing problem. You have to be clear on who you are going to help. Men, women, where are they? What kind of situation are they in? Are they married? You know, the demographics, but also the psychographics, knowing what kind of behaviors and attitudes do they have? What do they go through? And what is that problem for them? How does that look like in their daily life? Is it that it leads to anxiety? Is it that it leads to weight gain? Is it that it leads to insecurity? Is it that it leads to bad financial decisions? What is the problem that they're trying to solve? And your business is going to solve that problem. Again, it doesn't have to solve cancer. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to save thousands and millions of lives. It could be something very small, but still needed. As long as there's a need, you're there. You can be there. You can provide a solution. Okay. So you have to be very clear on who you're helping and what is their problem. What do they want to go from to? They're in this mess, they're in this problem. What do they want? What do they want to go? They want to go from this problem. You have to know the problem and you have to know what they want instead of the problem. Okay. So that's the first thing you have to know. That's something you can know today if you have, and you do, if you have a gift, an ability, and a talent, you do. You're good at something that not everybody's good at. You have that thing, that gift that you already have. You don't have to go back to school to get it. You don't have to get a certification to get it. You don't have to go and get another degree to get it. You already have that thing that you know how to do based on your life experiences, maybe professional or personal experiences, or maybe these are just natural abilities that come to you. You have this thing that you can already help somebody with. Maybe you're great at drawing. Maybe you can help kids to learn how to draw. Again, it doesn't have to be curing cancer. It has to be an answer to an existing need. and that need could be anything. So who you can help, be clear on that. That's number one. That's the first thing you have to be very clear on. Who you're helping, what kind of issue do they have? It could be a pressing issue, it could be a not so urgent, but it's still a problem. Okay, and how does that look like in their daily lives? Number two, what do you help them with? That's the continuation. You know who you're helping, but what exactly do you help them do? Do you help them lose weight? Do you help them build muscle? Do you help them gain confidence without losing the weight? Do you help them sew clothes? Do you help them find clothes at the right stores? Do you help them accessorize clothes with jewelry? Do you help them match shoes and purses? Do you help them look great for any function? Do you help them look great in corporate? Do you help them what it is that you help them with? All right, you have to be very clear on that thing. It doesn't have to be a lot of things that you help them with. Just one thing, one problem, one solution. That person might have multiple problems, but it's not necessarily your job to solve all of their problems, even if they're related. You don't have to be the solution to all their problems. You can be the solution to one of the problems, and that's good enough. Let me give you an example. If you're helping new moms feel better about their bodies, okay? Now, there are different ways to do that. There are different problems there. Some of them might feel like, or that same woman might feel like, you know what, she wants to lose the baby weight, like the core right here in the stomach. That's one problem. The second one, she wants to be able to take care of herself as well as her child, her newborn, without feeling any kind of guilt. That's another problem. She also wants to be able to look and feel better in her body, in her changing body. She also wants to not have that roller coaster of emotions because of hormones. So she has all these problems, that same person, but you don't have to help her with losing weight, controlling hormones, feeling good about herself, knowing how to dress. You don't have to help them with all of these things. Just pick one. And even within that one thing, that there are still sub problems that you can solve. Like, let's explore the first one. She wants to lose weight already. Okay, she just wants to lose weight. So within that problem of wanting to lose weight, there are sub problems such as nutrition, such as mindset, such as lifting weight, or how exactly is she going to lose weight. Maybe the problem that you're going to solve is how to lose weight at home using things that she has at home, like lifting, I don't know, while she's lifting the baby, or while she's lifting jugs of milk, or what, without equipment. Or maybe the way you're going to help her is how to lose weight by eating a healthy diet that is good for her and for her baby that she's breastfeeding. Right? Same problem, losing weight, but you are helping her in different ways. Okay? So you can go as deep as you want, but you don't have, so it's better to go deep and solve one problem than trying to solve all different problems. But then, because then people are going to be confused about if you're really the right person for her. Like that same woman who needs help with losing weight, and if she sees your content out there and you say that you help people lose weight, but at the same time balance hormones, and at the same time fit in their clothes, and at the same time all of these things that you help new moms do, she will feel like you're not the right person for her because you don't really understand her problem as a new mom who's trying to lose the baby weight, because you're helping lose the baby weight, balance hormones. You're doing all things. You're the jack of all trades and master of none. Okay, so it's better to be masterful in your thing and be known as the person who can best help with that problem, instead of you do a little bit of everything. Right? And we don't really know if you're really good at it. Okay, so knowing what you're helping them with. All right, again, first point is who you're helping. Two, what are you helping them with? What kind of problem are you solving for them? Are you taking them from point A to point B? And how are you doing that? You can do that today. You can be clear on these two things today. The third thing is how. So who, what, and how. How is how are you going to help them? What kind of methodology are you going to use? What kind of business model are you going to use? Are you going to work one-on-one with them? Are you going to do a group coaching program? Are you going to do VIP days? Are you going to do group workshops? Are you going to do everything virtually? Are you going to do things in person? That's the how. There are many different ways you can serve your audience. And the beauty of it all is that it's really about what works best for you. It's your business. You have to use a business model that you enjoy. I've said that several times. When I started my business, everybody was doing one-on-ones, 3-month coaching programs, and I didn't like those. And I still don't really like them. But because I saw that everybody was doing that, I thought that, okay, that's what I have to do. And so I had a hard time signing clients because I didn't want to do that. Like unconsciously, I didn't want to do that. And so I wasn't signing clients because I didn't want, that's not how I wanted to work with people. And once I realized that, my coach made me realize that I could use any business model that works for me that I like. Then I was like, okay, I want to do group programs. And then, I want to do VIP days. And I want to do retreats. And I want to do this and I want to do that. It doesn't have to be one-on-one for 3 months, for 6 months, or for 12 months. And I've never done those since I realized that, okay, I don't have to do them. Okay? So choosing the business model that works for you. I have a free resource in the description of this video that gives you 21 ways that you can work with clients in your business. So 21 models in a way, ranging from working one day, working several days, several weeks, a whole year, continuously working with one person, with a small group, with hundreds of people. So depending on what you like, it's all in this resource. So you can grab it in the description of this video. Okay, so these are the 3 things. When you're clear on these 3 things, you can get started with your business. You have enough right now to get started. And I haven't mentioned anything about platforms or tech or email list or photo shoots or logos or website. The fact that you're watching me on YouTube, that means that you have a YouTube channel, right? That means that you have a Gmail account. That means that you can create a YouTube account, that you can create a video because you have a phone. More than likely, you're watching me on the phone and you have a camera that's good enough for you to film. So you can create videos for YouTube if you want to choose YouTube as your platform. Talking to your who, talking about what you can help her with and how you can help her, whether it's one-on-one, group program, workshop, whatever it is. You don't have to wait to have a certain number of subscribers. You don't have to wait to get to a certain level to get started. Eleni is saying, these are great tips. I've got the first 2 and trying to figure out the third. The third is the part where we overthink it. If we, and let me say this too, you will refine 1 and 2, but you cannot refine it if you don't go into 3. If you don't put your offers out there, if you don't start working with people, you will not know if these are the right people you want to work with. Because once you start working with people, just get started, whether it's one-on-one group program or putting a workshop together for, let's say, this Saturday. You're like, okay, I'm going to host this thing and price it at $97. Who wants in type thing. And like you describe who it is for. This Saturday, you could have people join your virtual workshop. It's like a 1-hour thing where I'm going to teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. And after the workshop, you're like, okay, I realized that I don't really want to work with these type of people. Great. You refine your number 1. And then you can go back to number 3 and say, okay, now I want to do one-on-ones, because like when it's a group program, people are not really comfortable sharing information. All right. But you wouldn't know that until you've gone through number 3 and actually putting it out there and helping some people. All right. So don't get stuck in number 1 and 2 and then not going to number 3 because you don't know exactly if number 3 is perfect. Just get started. If it's putting a digital product out there and selling it for, I don't know, $27, just do it. If it's putting out a template, do it. If it's recording a masterclass and selling it for $50, do it. You can do it today. Like, again, there are different ways you can get started. You can sign a one-on-one client today, but you have to put out your content out there. You have to say who you want to work with and how you can help them, but you have to do that. You have to promote it. All right. Otherwise, you'll never get to point 3, which is where you make the money. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. I can come back and give you more content about business. And obviously, I have more in my business YouTube channel that I'm going to link to this video as well. But again, the free resources in the description of this video, 21 ways to make money in your business. And the ways that I've included in this guide specifically are all online. So I don't think I've included like retreats, in-person retreats, because all of these are for you to build a location independent business. Even though you could host retreats if you want, anywhere around the world, or VIP days in person. But I've done both VIP days in person and virtually. So you can do it all virtually. Okay. So get the resource. Let me know if you have any more questions, and yeah, be happy to answer them for you. So again, you don't have to wait till you know where you're moving to. You don't have to wait till you get a certain number of subscribers. You don't have to wait for anything. You can already get started today, because you can have the answers to 1, 2, and 3 today. Who you want to help, how you're going to help, what are you going to help them with, and how you're going to help them. Once you have these 3, you're all good. All right. You have enough to get started today. And I can't wait to hear more about your business ideas. And if you need more help into the how, or even the who or the what, let me know in the comments. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.